up guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel if you're new. It's Sahara. So today is another special video because I am partnering with Maniology to bring you some of their new products from their new items in. By the way, this video is not sponsored. I just received these products in PR just to show you guys some of their new in products. We have some new stamping polishes that I'm going to be reviewing today, and also some stamping plates, and they are absolutely stunning. Just a little sneaky peek of how the nails look that I currently have on. I'm also doing a set and a short, so I always do a set on video just to showcase the products, and then I'm also doing one in a short just to show how they could look like with a different type of nail color combination in a way. So with that being said, I will have the coupon code up on the screen popped up right here, and I will also leave all of the products linked down below, and let's get started on this video. Here are all of the products laid out across the table. We're gonna run through them right quick. This is the beautiful Saristo, I think that's how you pronounce it, Sage B543, which is this minty color. Love this. Then I also have the classic black and white nail polishes in straight up black B171 and Bam white B170. I'm also bringing out the nail polishes I have from the other video as well because I just want to have as many colors as possible. If you want to know the exact names of those, then please go check out that other Maniology video that I created on other stamping plates and nails. I'm also bringing out the base and the top coat that is with this stamping duo. Before we move on to the two new plates, I am also going to be bringing out the two old plates, which is these two that I am showing right now. I'm going to be incorporating some of the designs from this specific plate right here that has like these beautiful fairy tale designs in M564. This first plate is in the style M582, and this plate consists of Greek mythology. So we have goddesses, we have location scenery, and just statues. Stunning statues. Next one is in the style M539, and this consists of castles and also extra location slash scenery. And run, don't walk to go get these two as like a set. Look at this, like this is giving all the fairy tale vibes that you need right here. If you love princesses, if you love prince, queen, king, like all of these two plates together right here, iconic. My face in this plate, not. I've already gone off camera and found all of my right nail sizes, so I'm going to be using that sticky base to use as a base coat for the nail polish. If you haven't seen my short that focuses in on this sticky base and what it can do, the different things that it offers for your nails, I would definitely recommend going to that short so you can specifically see, but I'll just run through right quick what this product is good for. So this product is good as a base for any nail polish, including gel nail polishes. Now, I would recommend after applying it on your nail, letting it sit for about 10 minutes. It does dry quick. It will kind of still be tacky, but it's tacky enough for the nail polish to stick without, gliding around. And then also it's good for adhering glitter. And lastly, if your stamping design dries out before you're able to stamp it, this will help it adhere to the nail. I'm first going to start off by applying the white nail polish to every single nail except for the ring finger. And let me tell you guys something, this is the most opaque white I have ever seen in my life. No matter what it is, nail polish, paint, crayons, like whatever it is, I have never seen something this pigmented. Only one layer of it. You do not need two layers. It is thick and it is full coverage. Now for the ring fingers, I was watching Maniology's YouTube channel. They have one where they talk about different techniques using these stamping polishes, and they show the ombre technique. And now this is the one where you kind of put the polish on the outer part and then have like a polish in the center. It's not like that gradient effect from top to bottom, which no matter what it is, I struggle with doing ombre. But this technique right here really upped my ombre game. I'm definitely going to practice more so that I can get the hang of it. So what you do is you wet the sponge first, which I tried this before, not this specific one, like focusing a color in the center, but I've tried it before and I did not wet the sponge. The sponge does not have to be wet. It just needs to be, kind of like damp, just like how we do with makeup. You wet the sponge and then you wring it out or squeeze it out. So that's what you do with this sponge. It does have to be a little damp so that it's a little bit more cushiony and soft and easy for that soft ombre that this needs. So I let it sit to the side for a little while to dry. I did not add a top coat. You do not need to add a top coat as long as you let it sit to the side and let it dry. So I'm going to be starting on the thumbnails. We're going to be starting off with the Greek mythology palette first, taking this black polish and applying that all over the design. And then I'm going to use the swiping card to swipe it. Then we're going to be using the stamping cube to roll it over. You do not want to press down on it. You want to roll it over quickly. And then I'm also going to be using this Maniology grabbing tool that has the little pineapple and a cotton round with some alcohol on it, 100% alcohol, to clean off the palette. Someone in my previous video had told me that that is what this tool is for. I thought it was for like doing the ombre, so I'm trying it like this, and I prefer this so much better so I don't get all of the polish on my fingers. Now, another technique that I've learned is that when you're using your stamping polish, you could do what I think is the reverse stamping technique, where you actually, once you of course, stamp the design, you take the polish and you can add in more of that polish wherever it need be. I think there's another type of reverse stamping as well. Maybe this is not reverse stamping. Maybe this is like an addition. The reverse stamping would probably be where you stamp something and then you do another stamp over that. I'm not too sure, but anyway, we are doing this, a new technique to me, where I do add some of that stamping polish designs in certain areas. So that is why I wanted this green color to add like the floral flower design. Now, because I didn't set it with the top coat, the nail polish is still kind of tacky a little bit. So it allowed for the stamping product to be, or the stamping design to be transferred without having to use that sticky base. And then the pieces that are just the little straggly pieces, you can go ahead and scrape those off on the under part of the nail. And for the other thumbnail, I'm going to be taking that other palette and using this couple right here in the center. And then I also went ahead and used the castle to start that design. You already know the game. We just went in with the black and then also the green for some of the flowers. Now, because that couple is that deep rosy plum tone, I did go in with the two purple tones and mix them together. I kind of swirled them together to give a lighter tone. So you can mix these polishes together to give a different type of color. And then I just went ahead and stamped it over that couple so it looks like they're in the window. Now, I do think that it would have been better if this couple was a skin tone instead of this red. It still looks pretty, but I definitely need to pick up some skin tone colors of this Maniology polish because it's so pretty and it's so opaque that I feel like even like the light browns would still show up really well. But still love how it looked, but I am also going to add a little bit of the black to the parts that didn't get covered in the stamping design. These stamping designs are a specific size, so depending on how long your nails are, it won't get the whole design. If you have shorter nails, it will cover it, so just go in with more nail polish, or you can even go back in to re-stamp and go over the parts that did not get covered. To the ombre nails that I did earlier, I did a little something different. Instead of adding a design, what I did was I took some gel glue and added these circles that kind of look like a raindrop. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then I went over it with a gel top coat. Well, it's a UV top coat. All of those products are UV LED products. So I went ahead and did that. I was like, instead of trying to add another design, all nails does not need like a specific design like that just to switch it up, because we're already going to be doing a lot on the other ones. For the middle fingers, I went in with some of those background designs on the castle, and these are stunning as well. You can add something in the center, which I'll add later. For the one pointer finger, I went in with this castle, and I'm just going to keep this plain with just this one little castle on it. I think just a simple design on this would be enough. For the other pointer finger, I am going to be first stamping on this castle. Then I'm going to be moving on to this other type of design that has like these type of flowers. They kind of look like some sort of Hawaiian type of flowers mixed in with that mythology type of look. I also added one of the goddesses to the side of it. I was thinking about putting a goddess on each side, but that would have been done on the thumbnail so the nail can be bigger, which has me thinking that when I do my next set of nails in a short, I'll put it on the thumbnail, a castle in the center, and a statue of the goddesses on each side. That would be absolutely wonderful. But let's run through the nails right quick. On the pinky nails, we have this floral design, which I stamped it twice, and I shouldn't have done that, so don't mind that. Next, we have the ombre with the driplets. And then the middle nails at the top, we have the castle in the background, and I also added some green in the flowers, so it's like a 2-in-1. The bottom has the background, and it also has a statue in the center. Pointer nail at the top has just the simple castle. The bottom has the castle, some floral, and a statue. Top thumb has the top thumb? That's like Top Gun. Top thumb has the prince and princess in the window, and the bottom has a background with the statue in the middle. And I also added a little bit of black in the background so it can stand out more. Oh, I can come in at the end with that, okay. I just want to say that this nail set is matching my outfit. We have on a red, black, and a white type of theme going on right here. You know, I had to match with the outfit. I also have my little red bag. Look at this. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, all links will be down in the description below. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Once again, thank you so much to Maniology, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.